So, welcome. I'm Fred Young, member of the Board of Trustees, and I welcome you to this Sunday service at the Unitarian Universalist Church of Columbia. So, my description, I'm an elderly gentleman, gray hair, pale skin, a button-down shirt, this kind of blotchy blue things on it. So we are a congregation of many beliefs, striving together to embody courageous love, radical welcome, and deep connection. And we are so glad you are here, whether in the sanctuary or on our live stream. So welcome. We'd like to particularly welcome any visitors among us this morning, and I saw a lot of visitors come in, so yay. And invite you to find our Visitor Connect book in the greeting area, the Zoom chat, or the QR code in your order of service. Whoa. We love to stay in touch with you. Children and babies are always welcome in worship, and we have nursery care in the lower level for our youngest ones, as well as a lively children's program for all ages. Children will be invited to their classes after a moment of centering and song. So, special announcement, next week is our Loaves and Fishes Sunday evening dinner. We serve the meal at Loaves and Fishes. And, we could use, kind of all hands on deck these days. And so I just encourage you to check it out. You can sign up. You could ask some of us. It's a very positive, life-affirming thing, which I think a lot of us need right about now, right? So let us settle into this time and place with a prelude from Heather May.
Hello, my name is Heather May, and for those of you on the live stream, I am a redhead. My hair, it's very important. I'm a redhead, I have freckles, I have pale skin, I'm in a blue jumpsuit, and I'm sitting at the piano. All of this running and racing, I forgot. I've got 2 feet and I'm proud of where they've been. Bruised and I'm tired and burned by the fire, but I've kept moving. And in all of this running and racing, I forgot that I'm still here. And I've been so busy just asking and begging. When does the good start? When will I arrive? Oh, wasting my time, rushing through life, too blind to see that I'm still alive. And in all of this running and racing, I forgot that I'm still here. Sometimes the best I can do is just wake up, open my eyes, put a brave face on, ignore the lies in my mind that say I'm better off dead than alive. And in this war against the living, I'm proud of myself for not giving in, 'cause I'm still here. Sing that. I'm still here. Come on. I'm still here. Louder. I'm still here. Sing it to yourself. I'm still here. Yes, you are. I'm still. Now you keep going. You keep going. Keep going. I'm still waking. I'm still crying. I'm still laughing. I'm still trying. I'm still holding and I'm still breathing. I'm still talking and I'm still screaming. I'm still giving and I'm still taking. I'm still bending, but we're not breaking, 'cause we're still here. We're still here. At the top of your lungs, we're still here. Listen. here. We're not going anywhere. We're still here. We're gonna keep fighting. We're still here. We're still here. Now I'm still here. I'm still here. Remember that I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still here.
Don't leave your broken heart at the door. Bring it to the altar of life. Don't leave your anger behind. It has high standards and the world needs vision. Bring them with you. And your joy and your passion, even now, especially now. Bring your loving and your courage and your conviction. Bring your need for healing and your power to heal. There is work to do, and we have all we need to do it right here in this room. Good morning. Welcome to our Unitarian Universalist community here in Columbia. I'm the Reverend Dr. Molly Housh Gordon, a red-headed white woman with an asymmetrical haircut, wearing a teal blazer and a white stole with rainbows all up and down the sides. And I am so grateful to see each of you today. I needed this gathering. I needed to see your faces and feel the warmth of your bodies. We need to be together. Welcome to our beloved sanctuary, where we have long committed ourselves to becoming sanctuary as a people. Becoming sanctuary by nurturing and sheltering difference and divergence and queerness and beauty and hope, all the things authoritarians seek to destroy, all the things we celebrate and conspire with and unleash upon the world as a community, all the things the world needs, all the things we need to do the work of love. It's all here because you are here. I am so glad you are here. Let us breathe together now, and let us lift our voices. The word conspire means to breathe together, and we are building a conspiracy of love here, and we are breathing together, and we are singing together. And we are beginning with a song from the African American spiritual tradition, breathing in and singing out the wisdom of those enslaved persons whose enduring and unbound spirits show us new things even now about the inalienable freedom of our souls. I invite you to rise or remain seated as you are most comfortable and join in singing "There Is More Love Somewhere."
There Good morning. I am Gretchen Mounty, one of our worship associates. I am a white, disabled elder millennial with blue streaked brown hair, wearing a blue blouse with a black blazer, and holding a blue blind cane. As we light our chalice, symbol of our faith, in the cup of community, in the bright flame of the human spirit, will you please join me in our unison affirmation printed in your order of service? Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another.
And I'd like to note for our folks who are still arriving that there are 2 chairs together over on the far side here. There are 2 chairs in several different sections over on the far side, and there are also 2 chairs together up here in the front row. We've got a few sprinkled around, singles as well. And raise your hand if you have some open seats next to you. Awesome. These folks are so warm and welcoming, they can't wait to have you sit next to them. Thank you.
Good morning. I am Jamila Batchelder, the Director of Religious Education here. I am a 47-year-old white woman with lots of dark blonde hair and glasses, wearing a tanned blazer and an aqua, mustard, and brown spotted scarf, blue jeans, and tall black boots. This has been a week with a lot of feelings. Kids, I know from talking to your parents that some of you are feeling confused and sad and scared. And we feel all of those things because we, as UUs, care a lot. UUs have always cared a lot about elections. We care because we want to create a better world, one that puts love and care at the center. But elections are just one part of how we make that happen. It's important not to forget just how much else we can do, how much power we have. Which doesn't mean we don't feel sad when a government is elected that doesn't share our values of care. I don't want to skip over any of the grief that anyone in this room might be experiencing right now. And you adults, Reverend Molly is going to give you a space to sit with all of your feelings. But the kids are going to head downstairs soon. And so I need to skip to the end a little bit while they're still here. Because there are some things I think they need to hear from you, and some things I think you need to hear from them. So, for our centering, I want us to return to the lines of poetry I shared with you last Sunday, which might hit a little differently this Sunday. Your grief for what you've lost lifts a mirror up to where you are bravely working. Expecting the worst, you look. And instead, here's the joyful face you've been wanting to see. We can continue bravely working. We will continue bravely working. I know I will keep caring. I will keep working to care for all of you and to care for this world. So I'm going to ask Reverend Molly, will you keep working?
I will keep working.
Rosie, will you keep working?
I'll keep working.
Jordan, will you keep working?
I will keep working.
Ivy, will you keep working?
Wait, what? I will.
Anyone else? Rebecca,
Of course, I will keep working.
Barb,
I might need a minute, but yes, I will keep working.
and all of you, will you keep working? Look around this room. These are the faces we've been wanting to see. We are still here. We are all still loving. We are all still caring. And we will all keep working.
When the world feels loud, I promise you we'll figure it out. When the world feels loud, I promise you we'll figure it out. Let's sing that together. When the world feels loud, I promise you we'll figure it out. When the world feels loud, I promise you we'll figure it out. When the world feels loud, I promise you we'll figure it out. One more time. When the world feels loud, I promise you we'll figure it out.
Now, during a moment of quiet music, I invite you into our weekly ritual of stones and water. Those of you with us online are invited into a time of contemplation during quiet music, and you may wish to share your joy or sorrow in the chat to be spoken aloud during our time of prayer. For those here in the sanctuary, you are welcome to come forward and take a stone representing any of the hopes and fears that you bring with you this morning, and drop the stone into the water, which represents the embrace of our community. Those with us in person who wish to have your joy or sorrow spoken aloud may write it on a slip of paper at the back table to be shared during our time of prayer. Let us now share a time of music, water, and stones.
Now is the time in our service when we invite those children who would like to attend classes to gather in the back of the sanctuary with your teachers and head on downstairs for class. Will the rest of you join me in singing them out with the words in your order of service? Let us now take a moment to breathe, center ourselves, ground in the care of this community, these loving, caring bodies all around you, so that together we might hold the joys and sorrows and prayers of the people. Let's breathe in and out and in and out. Feel your belly expand and contract as you keep breathing down deep into your diaphragm. As we share these joys and sorrows aloud, for those of you who wish to respond, we have a custom here of wiggly happy fingers in the air for joys and a hand or two over the heart for sorrows or concerns or prayers. We begin with our online participants. We share our hearts with Lily, who is so thankful for the love and support of UU in uncertain times, and who hopes we will all stay present, breathe, conspire, live as we want to live, and love how we want to love. We join our hearts with Melissa Bedford in wishing a very happy birthday to Caden, who celebrated their 50th last month. Happy birthday to Caden. We join our hearts with Miriam in gratitude for her friend, the author Byron Ballard, preaching in Asheville, North Carolina this morning. We join our hearts with Gretchen Mowney as she shares the sorrow that her brother Chris is going through a very difficult time. We wish him peace and safety, well-being, and the sure knowledge that he is not alone. We join our hearts with Mary, who shares a prayer of good thoughts for a friend's father recovering from a heart attack. May he have healing. We join our hearts with Simone, who shares a joy and sorrow both, as she grabs her stone, feeling the weight of the unknown and releasing it into the calm. We join our hearts with Larry Lyle, who shares the joy that his brother-in-law, Kira's brother, is improving and gaining weight after a serious and nearly deadly illness. We join our hearts with one among us who shares as prayer the words of Amanda Gorman, that even as we grieved, we grew, that even as we hurt, we hoped, that even as we tired, we tried. We join our hearts with Tonette, who requests prayers for healing of her broken shoulder blade and 4 ribs. Healing wishes to you, Tonette. We join our hearts with one among us in joy, sorrow, and prayer. Gratitude for this community, sorrow for what may be to come, and hope that we can build community, solidarity, and a way forward. We join our hearts with Kit, who shares a prayer for guidance as they reach a crossroads in their life, for strength and courage to do what is right. And we join our hearts with Barb, who asks for a prayer for strength to beat this darn treatment-resistant depression. We wish you and lend you that strength as well. As we hold together all these joys and sorrows spoken aloud, and as we hold especially gently everything too tender to speak aloud, may you feel yourself witnessed. May you know yourself beloved. As we continue in our time of feeling big feelings, I remind us that this is a congregation of many beliefs. It is also a congregation of many religious backgrounds, some of which are painful and some of which are a source of deepest solace. We try week after week here at UU to use language that can resonate for everyone. We turn to poetry again and again. And so it's not often that I use the word God in our time of prayer, but sometimes, even for we who are atheists, agnostics, pagans, Buddhists, pantheists, don't pin me downists, sometimes, there's a lot of those. Sometimes it helps to yell at God. So I'm going to invite you now into a moment of spiritual catharsis. You might call it prayer, you might call it lament, you might call it shaking your fist at the sky. And I'm going to start each part of the invocation, "Oh God." And you can hear it as a name, capital G-O-D, or you can hear it as an expression, "Oh God." And you can hear it as a scream, and you can hear it as a sigh. And then I'd like you to fill in the blanks with a word or phrase. Fill in the blanks with your whispers or your yells, with your speech, or with your silent petition. And if I can hear you, I will repeat your word or phrase into the microphone for our online people and all of us to hear. So let us now, oh God, let us open ourselves to the sensations of our hearts. In this space that is deep and wide and loving enough to hold it all. Let us open ourselves to the sensations of our hearts that need to grieve and rage and hope and care. Our hearts that need to stay open if we are to survive with our souls intact. Our hearts that need each other to know we are not alone. They want us to feel alone. We cannot be alone. Let us begin. Oh God, we are devastated. Oh God, we are bereft. Oh God, we are weeping for so much. We are weeping for our safety, the children, the children, the children, our health care. We are weeping for migrants. We are weeping for our marriages. We are weeping for the climate. We are weeping for our future. We are weeping for our siblings. We are weeping for our families, for our chosen families. We are weeping for democracy. We are weeping for our bodies. We are weeping for the economy. We are weeping for the unhoused in this time. For our world. We are weeping for survivors, for truth. We are weeping for trans kids. We are weeping. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Hold us in our sacred tears. May they deepen our care for all that we love. May we keep grieving because it means we keep loving. Oh God. And oh God, we are terrified. Oh God, we are trembling. Oh God, we are scared for so much. We are scared for autocracy. We are scared of war. We are scared of gun violence. We are scared for cruelty. We are scared for indifference. We are scared for white supremacy. We are scared of Nazis, racists, hate. We are scared of people thinking they are above the law. We are scared for ignorance, callousness, for the South, for selfishness and silence, greed. We are scared for our loved ones. I am scared for my non-binary child. We are scared of repression and lies. We are scared it might be too late, oh God. We are scared of sexism, of patriarchal violence, oh God. We are scared of transphobia in this time, oh God. Homophobia in this time. Access to IVF being taken away. Our neighbors. We are scared of misinformation. We are scared that pregnant people will die. Oh God. We are scared of going along to get it along. We are scared and weeping for Gaza, for Ukraine, for rapist idealization. Oh God, hold us in our awful fears. May they guide our solidarity, our commitment to one another and all we love. And oh God, we are enraged. Oh God, we are furious. Oh God, we are so angry about so many things. Oh God, we are so angry about having to take the high road. It's a lot. Keep it coming. I don't hear all of it, but let's rage it out. Racism, misogyny, that the most qualified possible black woman won against that, or lost against that fool. Hypocrisy, that a rapist would win. God. the arrogance, oh God, single-mindedness, oh God, that they didn't care, that they lied and lied and lied, oh God. Corruption, that evil could win, oh God. The ignorance, the power hoarding, the bullying, oh God. Oh God, hold us in this. We are angry at our neighbors, oh God. Our families, we are angry at our families, oh God. Oh God, help us hold this anger. Help us not be burned up by this anger. Oh God, help us alchemize this anger. Help us turn it into a fierce clarity. Help us turn this anger to solidarity. Help us with this anger. Oh God, our despair and our fear and our anger, they are all rooted in what we love. They're rooted in our love. Oh God, we are so grateful for what we love. We are so grateful for the beauty of this world and its people. And oh God, even today, especially today, we give thanks for what we love. Oh God, we give thanks for our babies, our children, our partners, this church, family, our strength, our friends, our dogs, our love. God, I'm giving thanks for transness and queerness and blackness and brownness and all of the ways of being that show us the path to liberation. Oh God, we are giving thanks for legal abortion in Missouri. We are giving thanks for our Constitution. May it hold steady. Oh God, the people who voted blue in rural counties, oh God. The women who voted against their husbands, oh God. The queer community, thank God. Truth is still true, thank God. Friends checking in on each other, thank God. Music, singing together, thank God. Art, thank God. Poetry, thank God. Hugs. Legal marijuana, thank God. Thank God. For humor, thank God. Thank God. Oh God. Woo! Oh God. May we be accompanied in our grief. May we be called forth by our fears. May we be purified by our anger. May we be steadied and sustained by all we love. Thank God. Amen. We're going to sing together a good long while, y'all. Let's do this. And I'm just going to tell you now, this service is going past 11:30 because we need each other and we need this time and this space. So do what you need to do with your bodies. Hang with us. We got some things to do together today. Okay.
All right, we're going to start with a tune that Lydia Violet just shared 2 days ago. She wrote right after the election, and it felt like we should sing it today. It's really simple. You'll catch on. It goes like this. Oh, some things, they don't make no sense. Some things, they don't make no sense. Some things, they don't make no sense. I got you, you got me too. Let's try that together. Some things, they don't make no sense. Some things, they don't make no sense. Some things, they don't make no sense. I got you, you got me too. Well, sometimes, oh, they got me scared. Sometimes, oh, they got me scared. Sometimes, oh, they got me scared. But I got you, you got me too. And some things, oh, they make me cry. Some things, oh, they make me cry. Some things, oh, they make me cry. I got you, you got me too. And sometimes I got a rage coming through. Sometimes I got a rage coming through. Sometimes I got a rage coming through. I got you, you got me too. Yeah, sometimes they don't make no sense. Some things, they don't make no sense. Some things, they don't make no sense. I got you, you got me too. Repeat that one more time. I got you, you got me too. I can't do one more time. I got you, you got me too. Wonderful. I think this next one we should sing standing up if you're willing and able. We will not be controlled. I am sovereign in my body. I am sovereign in my soul. We will not be controlled. I am sovereign in my body. I am sovereign in my soul. We will not be controlled. I am sovereign in my body. I am sovereign in my soul. We will not be controlled. I am sovereign in my body. I am sovereign in my soul. 2 times as loud as you can. We will not be controlled. I am sovereign in my body. I am sovereign in my soul. We will not be controlled. I am sovereign in my body. I am sovereign in my soul. Oh, yeah. Let's take a deep breath together and out. If you want to sit down, you can. We have a couple more, but if you want to stand, that's great too. Whatever is comfortable for you. This one has given me a lot of peace in the last couple of years, and it goes like this. You don't have to know the way knows the way. You don't have to plan the way, trust the way, feel your way. The way knows, the way knows, the way knows. don't have to know the way knows the way. You don't have to plan the way, trust the way, feel your way. The way knows, the way knows, the way knows the way. You don't have to know the way knows the way. You don't have to plan the way, trust the way, feel your way. The way knows, the way knows, the way knows the way. You don't have to know the way knows the way. You don't have to plan the way, trust the way, feel your way. The way knows, the way knows, the way knows the way. Should we do circle round? All right, we're going to finish with circle round for freedom. Y'all know that one.
If you want the sheet music, it's 155 in your book. Circle round for freedom, circle round for peace, for all of us in prison, circle for release, circle for the planet, circle for each soul, for the children of our children. Keep the circle whole. Circle round for freedom. Circle round for peace. For all of us in prison. Circle for release. Circle for the planet. Circle for each soul. For the children of our children, keep the circle whole. Circle for the freedom, circle round for peace. For all of us in prison, circle for release. Circle for the planet, circle for each soul, for the children of our children, keep the circle whole.
Our reading this morning is from the poem When It Really Is Just the Wind and Not a Furious Vexation by Kyle Tran Myrie. How many of our ancestors have already taught us, even after the world ends, there is work to do? I see myself in that work, not the leader, not a lone wolf, just another part of the pack. Because in every universe in which I am alive, it is because of other people and I don't always like them, but I love them. In every universe in which I am alive, it is less because I could fight and more because I could forgive. Because I could cooperate, because I could apologize, because I could dance, because I could grow pumpkins in my backyard and leave them at my neighbor's door, asking for nothing in return. In every universe in which I am alive, I am holding a first aid kit, a solar panel, a sleeping cat, never a rusty battle axe or a rocket launcher. Sure, maybe a chainsaw, sometimes a chainsaw, but only for firewood. I am holding a cooking pot, a teddy bear, a photo album, and a basketball, a bouquet of flowers. Survival is not a fortress. It is a garden. Survival is not a siren. It is a symphony. And yet, yeah, we'd fight for it sometimes. But survival is not the fight. It is the healing after. The soft hum of someone you trust, applying the bandage. The feeling of falling asleep in a safe place.
I'm gonna make y'all sing because you sang so good. Y'all ready? Who's mad? No, let's do that better. Who's mad?
Yeah!
Repeat after me. Women gonna rise like the water. Now I don't just want those who are just identify as women. I want all of the voices, because we need all of us if we're gonna get through this. Repeat after me. Women gonna rise like the water. Gonna shut oppression down. I hear the voice of my great-granddaughter saying, fight for me now. Yeah. I love these people. Nashville's too far away. All right. You'll know when to come in. You knocked it down, but now she's back up. This war is far from won. You underestimated, now she's liberated. Look at what she's done. She got hit, but she ain't had. She got tears, but they won't last. She's a daughter of the new revolution. She's a common seeking retribution. Oh, oh, she's a warrior. Oh, oh, she don't take any prisoners. Oh, oh, you should have thought twice before messing with the woman. Oh, oh, 'cause she's a warrior. Her mama told her, her mama warned her, honey, there's a kind of man who'll steal your magic, make you average, try to pin you down and chain your hands. But bowing down ain't a woman's place. We work too hard to be erased. Keep your head up, show 'em what you're made of, and when in doubt, remember who you came from. Oh, oh, she's a warrior. Oh, oh, she don't take any prisoners. Oh, oh, you should have thought twice before messing with the woman. Oh, 'cause she's, repeat after me, women gonna rise like the water. Gonna shut oppression down. I hear the voice of my great-granddaughter saying, fight for me now. All together now. Women gonna rise like the water, gonna shut oppression. I hear the voice of my great-granddaughter saying, fight for me now. Women gonna rise like the water, gonna shut oppression. I hear the voice of my great-granddaughter saying, fight for me, louder. Women gonna rise like the water, gonna shut oppression down. Come on. Hear the voice of my great-granddaughter saying, fight for me now. Women gonna rise like the water, gonna shut oppression down. I hear the voice of my great-granddaughter saying, fight for me now. One more time. Women gonna rise like the water, gonna shut oppression down. I hear the voice of my great-granddaughter saying, fight for me. Breathe. Now. Yes, we will.
Whew. What a week. I started with physiological panic. I moved on to burning feminist rage. I found myself so sad. So sad. And I also am feeling incredibly clear that we are exactly who we need to be in this time. My loves. I know that the world isn't ending. Or rather, the world is not ending any more than it already always has and will, alongside all its beginnings. But at some point in the last week, it kind of felt like it was. And maybe for you, it kind of still does. And if it does, well, I am with you, peering out at the end of the world, wondering what is beginning, thinking about how we will survive the unraveling of all this ending and beginning. I want you to be wherever you are today. Feel whatever you're feeling. Keep feeling it because we need open hearts. And I want you to know that every few moments, I've reached a place where I'm thinking about our collective survival, which is to say, all of us. Every last one, especially at every edge and border, and in every shadow and place that was already teetering. I am thinking about our collective survival and praying we can make of it a garden, not a fortress. Praying we can make of it a symphony, not a siren. Praying we can make of it a dance party, y'all, not a gun. I think we can, I think we must. A friend reminded me this week that people all over the world live under repressive governments, y'all. They make art and make love and make hope under repressive governments. They live beautiful and difficult lives under repressive governments, in worlds that have ended and begun 100 times, in rubble-strewn places where they are planting seeds today, right now. And I do not take comfort in that suffering, but maybe I can see myself in it a little more clearly this week. We in this nation, we were never an exception to the human condition. full as it is of beauty and brutality, care and cruelty, blossoming and rubble. On Thursday, a dear colleague lamented to me, "We are so confronted with our ability to ruin ourselves." And that gets at the heart of this ache for me. This ache that would become despair if it weren't for all of you here pulling toward the beauty and the care and the blossoming. We humans are so full of promise and so able to ruin ourselves. And Americans are no exception to human nature in the end. We are neither all good nor all bad, neither all fearful nor all trusting. Yes, all of us, neither all good nor all bad, neither all fearful nor all trusting, neither entirely free nor ever fully constrained. Those binaries all fail us in moments like this. This is a non-binary moment. Alleluia. Alleluia. This is a moment for all-at-onceness and also for small, sacred things. This is time for queering and ambiguity, for feeling our way forward one moment at a time. We are small creatures in a vast universe, and we are very powerful. So much of our lives are at the mercy of wealth and empire, and our care for each other saves us deeply every single day. Hell is other people, and so is heaven. We are totally screwed, and we're going to be okay. The impacts of this time will be enormous and devastating. And every next small right thing in front of you matters so much. It all matters. The cruel authoritarians clawing after all this power would like you to think none of it matters in the face of their death dealing. But every bit of it matters. Every act of life matters. Every breath of love matters, especially now. Tenths of degrees still matter to our climate. Protecting small, beautiful sanctuaries of possibility still matters to our children. Daily acts of solidarity and care still matter to all of us. Solidarity still matters. Maybe the most of anything. I am so over every pundit's pontification, but I want to say a word about how we got here. Listen, under the terrible guidance of capital and empire, and with the help of expansive, systematized, racialized brutality, humans have overshot the limits of the earth. We overshot the limits. And the capitalist cheats of enslavement and wage theft and patriarchal domestic labor theft and extraction, they're all running out too. There's so little left to extract from this miraculous, regenerative, and unrepeatable planet and its miraculous, regenerative, unrepeatable people. And so we have reached this time of great and growing and global precarity. And we all know it, and we all feel it. And it's nothing other than the human condition made very present and very intense. And systems of empire and control once pushed that insecurity to the margins, where it's always been felt. But there's no margin left for their greed. And so now we all feel it, the precarity. Even those with the greatest hoarding of privilege feel it. And now the far right is rising all over the world in response to this precarity. It's not just here, it's everywhere. The far right is rising to offer us a safety they cannot deliver at the cost of our freedom and our power, at the cost of so many lives, at the cost of our souls. And the difference between those who accept that offer and those who resist it is not intelligence or culture or identity or tribe. The difference is that some of us, by our own life experiences or by the emotional labor of others, have learned that structures of control never made us safe and never will. Have learned that our only safety comes from solidarity. So of course black women voted against that man and his snake oil tricks. And of course trans and queer and indigenous Americans voted against that man. They know, they cannot do other than know that our only safety comes from solidarity. That those systems of control never made them safe. They know it. And now more and more and more of us know it too. And 67 million of us haven't figured it out yet. Okay. And now we must work to make sure that we are offering and creating and being the kind of solidarity, starting at every margin, that grows and grows and allows more of us to figure it out. Those systems of control will never bring us the safety we need. Only each other will ever do that. Solidarity is the only answer, not just to this regime, but to life on this planet. Solidarity was always the only answer. Our survival can only be a garden, never a fortress. Our survival can only be a symphony, never a siren. Our survival can only be a dance party, never a gun. Our survival must be together, all of us, or something essential in us will not have survived. And so the work now is what it always was: solidarity. Solidarity so joyful and connected, solidarity so hopeful and effective, solidarity so rigorous and playful, solidarity so tender and fierce that it cannot help but pull more people into the garden, into the symphony, into the dance party of our shared lives, all of us, even those who previously bought the lie. There is going to be a lot of fear on purpose. There is going to be a lot of division and isolation on purpose. And we are going to be right here resisting both. Knowing that resisting it doesn't just mean going to the protest, although I'm going to be at a lot of protests. It means showing with our lives the joy and the hope and the promise, the wholeness that comes from lived solidarity. I believe we can make solidarity that tempting, that appealing, that seductive and gorgeous. This week I remembered that when I was called to become a Unitarian Universalist minister, I knew in my bones that I was being asked to build sanctuary for possibility and pathways for liberation in our country's Bible Belt, where I'm from. That's how I said it then, that I was called to serve love in the Bible Belt. But this week, I realized what I was really saying back then, that I was called to a ministry of solidarity in repressive places, in defiance of repression. Because I have always wanted to live as close as I could to the heart of the human condition, and this is it. The potential and the ruin, the empire and the resistance. and the solidarity we find with one another amid it all. Because people all over the world live under repression, and the human spirit remains unbound. And this might be the heart of my faith, that the world is beautiful and brutal, and that we are here to love each other well and drink up the beauty and resist the brutality. So that's my call, and it's why I'm here with you, which is one of the greatest privileges of my life, especially in this moment. We are here together. We are here together in Missouri, y'all. Joyfully and playfully and fiercely and lovingly living out our defiance of the repressive government that we were already living under. We already were, right? We're in Missouri. We know how to do this. And look at us. Like, seriously, look around. You are so beautiful and so full of promise. You have been creating sanctuary for queerness and difference and divergence and beauty and hope, the things that make our world awesome, for years. And you are even more ready to be sanctuary now. I know you are. With a new and fierce clarity, you are ready. And the fact that we are here crying together and raging together and singing together through these hard times, that is all the proof I need that we are who we need. We are who we've been waiting for. Because in the face of all this pain, we are letting our hearts break open. We are falling to our knees and reaching for each other. This is the fullest this sanctuary's been in a while, y'all. We are reaching for each other. And that is the secret to resisting empire and oppression. The secret is, in the words of the poet Pablo Neruda, a great and common tenderness. The secret is solidarity. It is letting the terrible precarity of life on this earth draw us into one another's arms instead of drawing borders. It is allowing the deep vulnerability of being human to pull us into connection rather than walled off isolation. It is responding to the tangled up beauty and brutality of this world with care instead of control. The secret of surviving is each other. It always was. It always will be. Together, let's make it a dance party, a garden, a symphony. Together, let's make it beautiful. Together, let's stay whole. Let's keep on moving forward, everyone. I invite you to rise or remain seated as you are most moved in your body today and sing together. Keep on moving forward. We sang it last week. It hits different this week. It hits good this week. It's in your order of service.
Gonna keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. Never turning back. Never turning back. Gonna keep on moving proudly. Keep on moving proudly. Keep on moving proudly. Never turning back. Never turning back. Gonna keep on singing loudly. Keep on singing loudly. Keep on singing loudly. Never turning back. Gonna keep on loving boldly. Keep on loving boldly. Keep on loving boldly. Never turning back. Never turning back. I'm gonna keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. I'm gonna keep on moving forward. Choir sing. Never turning back. We're never turning back.
Amen.
Now is the time in our service when we celebrate generosity as a core value of our community, directing our resources towards our love for this world and its people. This morning, we are taking an extremely timely Faith to Action collection for Pink Haven Coalition, a project of trans-led organizing, creating pathways to safety, healthcare access, and more for trans folks in hostile times and places. During another musical offering from our amazing musical guest, you can give with cash or check in the offering plate in the sanctuary, or use the giving details in your order of service to give online or by text. But first, let's hear very briefly from our wonderful community minister, Dottie Matthews, about the work of Pink Haven.
Hi, y'all. I'm really glad I'm here this morning. Yes. I am Dottie Matthews. I am an older white woman with gray curly hair, and I use she, her pronouns. I'm wearing a purple shirt and black jeans today. When I spoke last weekend about the Pink Haven Coalition and the need for financial support to help our trans siblings all across this country, that was surely a real and present danger for them. But I think that at that time we were all hoping that the election would cause those threats to at least not escalate. Unfortunately, we now all know that in the coming years and months, the situations for those who are the most vulnerable in our society are definitely going to get worse and worse. I don't want to spend a lot of time on this, but if you're not familiar with Project 2025, here are a few of the documented plans that some of the closest advisors for our president-elect are requiring. Project 2025 mandates that the removal of all words that affirm expansive views of sexual orientation and gender identity happen immediately. Every federal rule, agency, regulation, contract, grant, piece of legislation that exists that includes any such language, they say must be rewritten to have it removed. It calls for restricting the previously affirmed protections for workplace discrimination on gender identity and sexual orientation to be stopped. It further directs the president will cause agencies to focus enforcement on sex discrimination laws only on those that apply to a biological binary definition of sex. It directs that Medicare and Medicaid services will, in their words, acknowledge that there is insufficient scientific evidence to support coverage of any form of gender-affirming care. Boo. Big time boo. There are, it's a long list, and I'll stop there. I had more, but you get the point. And of course, we know that this is as opposed to people of gender-expansive existence. So many people are going to suffer, but we can be in solidarity with them. The incomprehensibility of these people and their cruel hearts notwithstanding, they will soon have the power of our nation's highest office behind them. That's a horrible, horrible thought. It's ghastly, but it's true. But as Molly has been reminding us, we are a people of promise. We are people who have devoted ourselves to radical love. The declarations that we make here week after week of our own free hearts is that there are no outsiders in the world that we envision, and the one that we are still very much working to build. So last week I spoke about the needs of the trans people across the country who want to or are forced to relocate to other states. As you would imagine, the encrypted communication channels that I have access to are amping up intensely over this past week with panicked streams of needs and requests from all over the country. There is so much to be done, and some material, logistical help may well be asked of all of us in the near future. But there's one thing we can do right now today, and that is donate to the Pink Haven Coalition. This is, as was said, a trans-led group working with many volunteers and faith-based organizations, collaborating together to protect and be in solidarity with our trans siblings. As I said last week, many of the people that the Pink Haven serves have no other support system in place at all. So please open your hearts and your wallets and let our gender-expansive family members know that they are not alone. Thank you very much.
Go ahead and walk in my boots for a minute. Tell me how easy it is to stay silent. Walking home to your babies and you see those flashing lights. Mama always said it's not safe for a black man to walk at night. Go ahead and walk in my heels for a minute. Tell me how easy it is just to forget it. 'Cause I say it's your fault for dressing like you do, but ignore that good man who left you black and blue. Oh, till the end of the hurt, until the last lesson learned. I will wreck my voice, I'll be heard through the noise. I will stand my ground until I see the end. And you would too if you'd been where I've been. Oh yeah. Go ahead and walk in my shoes for a minute. And tell me how easy it is to grin and bear it when the ones you love the most close the door on you and shun. 'Cause a 4,000-year-old book is more important than their son. Go ahead and walk with my bare feet for a minute and tell me how easy it is to accept it when everything you've ever known has turned to soot and ash. A war you had no hand in took everything you had. How does it feel when the world turns its back? Oh, till the end of the hurt, until the last lesson learned. I'll wreck my voice, I'll be heard through the noise. And I will stand my ground until I see the end. And you would too if you'd been where I'd been. Stand up, won't you? Stand up, won't you? Won't you? Stand up, won't you? Stand up, won't you? Won't you? Sing with me. Stand up, won't you? Stand up, won't you? Won't you? Stand up, won't you? Stand up, won't you? Won't you? Stand, keep going. Till the end of the hurt, till the last lesson learned. I'll wreck my voice, I'll be heard through the noise. And I will stand my ground until I see the end. And you would do if you'd been where I'd been? Stand up, won't you? Stand up, won't you? Stand up, won't. Keep going till the end of the song. Lift your voices. Oh. Stand up till the end of the hurt, until the last lesson learned. I'll wreck my voice, I'll be heard through the noise, and I will stand my ground until I see the end. And you learn to if you'd been where I'd been. Oh, stand up, won't you? Stand up, won't you? Stand up. Stand up, won't you? Stand up, won't you? Don't lose hope, just keep on standing. Stand up, won't you? Stand up, won't you? Stand up, oh, stand up, won't you? Stand up, won't you? Won't you? Stand up. Keep on standing.
Friends, would you like to connect up? Friends, if you are ready to keep your hearts tender and whole, you have found the right place. If you are ready to deepen your solidarity and invest in our collective survival, you are with your people. When you are ready to organize, we are ready to help. In your grief, we are here grieving with you. Please join us next week for a pulpit conversation with our trusted and beloved ministry partner, Reverend Dr. C.W. Dawson, who's survived a lot of things. And please bring a brown bag lunch if you'd like to stay after the service for a congregational organizing meeting as we strategize all of our deepening responses in these times. And now, take courage, friends. The way is often hard, the path is never clear, and the stakes are very high. Take courage. Deep down, there is another truth. You are not alone. Go together in blessing and be a blessing to a world that needs your care. Let us sing our benediction.